In the past few years, during a time of gentrification, push-out of families and communities of color and poor people, newcomer gentrifiers have called on local police force to confront and harass longtime community members engaged in communal activities such as drumming circles, family barbecues in public parks, or singing in churches on Sunday mornings. There has always been drumming in Oakland. There has always been church song. Since the early days when you could stand on the shore, back to the bay, before there was a bay, feel the surf pulling and thrumming at your heart before dawn, when the bay was a delta falling sharply into the sea, before they connected St. Francis to Marin with gold, before the mission, before the Presidio. Since people stood before dawn among the poplars, that long stretch of Alameda, watching the eastern hillside to sing the sun up over the oaks, there has been drumming in Oakland. There has been church song. The people believed back then, as we do now, that the bright orbs, sun and moon, were listening, because why wouldn't they listen to their relations? There has been barbecue in Oakland, since mussels and wild onion, rabbit and tender deer bits lay on the fire, ready to be dropped into the acorn stew, held in dry grass receptacles, ready to be stirred into this rock-boiling water, to add flavor, simmering. There has been song in Oakland. And Oakland has been multilingual and multicultural for tens of thousands of years, since people first began to gather here to trade, a crossroads where the creeks ran down to the bay, where steelhead and coho climbed up to spawn while grizzly watched their chants, hungry and irritable, mumbling to each other. There have always been complaints about the neighbors. We live next door, Mary Inn, bird and bear, turtle and wasp. The locals let us know what's what if we can hear them. There has always been song. We have always moved to it, each of us, as we, the two-leggeds, no fins, no leaves, have moved here. Ex-soldiers, land grabbers, opportunist ranchers and our Yankee lawyers, a new police force, murderous, alongside refugees from land grabs, from impoverishment and massacre elsewhere, workers crossing oceans or borders to flee viciousness elsewhere, do the dirtiest work. While some come as tailors to cover us in denim, that warp-faced fabric sewn in gold fields, some arrive later to build steel warships, wanting an honest day work for a day's pay and safety for their families, respect. Fishers and sailors move here to the canneries, processors, foundries, factories, adding mussels and wild onions to Chiapino, to Mayuntang. Gardeners arrive, Lao, Mien, Hmong, Kanabal, Mam, Igbo, Amara, Punjabi, Sicilian, cooks and politicians, Mexican and Palestinian panaderos bring their own recipes, their own steps, their own ways. The children become office workers, teachers, librarians, historians, police, physicists and medicine seekers, artists and other sex workers. We gather now against the drought, the fire, the storm, assess the damage, organize, a promise, a living wage, a house, some vision. There has been drumming, there has been song. We find a place that's home, where there has always been song. Song has been here. Song has welcomed us. Song draws a line we can dance across if we can hear the drums, if we can weave this basket into something that will hold.